Hello friends, welcome here. My name is O-Sheena. I am excited to share this video with you. So I'm going to be reading kind of like thrillery, spooky books for this fall season, and I'm very excited to share with you. I picked these kind of random. I tried to pick one from my physical TBR and then the other two are from the library. So I'm going to show you them now, and then I'm going to read hopefully all three in this video. I will reserve the right to only do two if I run out of time, but I'm going to try to do three. So we'll see. It'll be a surprise what books actually end up in this video. So there you go. First book is The Vanishing at Castle Moreau. Wow. Okay, The Vanishing at Castle Moreau. Why can't I say that? Castle Moreau. Moreau. That's how you say it, right? Okay, this is Jaime Wright. So I kind of avoid her books. I'm not that interested. I don't like dual timeline, okay? I don't like historical and I don't like dual timeline. But this one sounded good. And it's been a while since I've tried one of her books, and she has a new book coming out called like Spectres in the Glass Castle or Glass House or Glass something Spectres. And it's really pretty. I love the cover. Her covers are the best. They're so good. And this one, I read what it's about, and I feel like this is the one that I could like. I read every synopsis of all of her books. This is the only one that sounded good to me that I could possibly like. So I'm gonna read this in this video. I actually have the audiobook for this book, so I'm gonna do like a tandem read. Woo! This one is probably 100% going to be in this video because I actually have the audiobook and this is the first one I plan to start. It says, a haunting legend, an ominous curse, a search for a secret buried deep within the castle walls. I just love this cover. It's so pretty and I've heard great things about this book, so excited about that. Then the other library book I have is These Silent Woods by Kimi Cunningham Grant. I think I'm a little too excited. I'm like talking too fast. Okay, so These Silent Woods, this was in my October TBR and a couple of people were like, ooh, curious what you'll think about that. I think one person said that they liked it, so we'll see how I'll like it. It's kind of short and like just a really weird shaped book, but it had a Bible verse at the very beginning and I'm like, I don't think this is a Christian author, but maybe she is a Christian. And then I hope there's nothing like sacrilegious in this book, you know? We'll see, because sometimes people use it in not great ways, but I'm hoping that this is not one of them, but I will let you guys know, hopefully, if I read it in this video. So there's that. This sounds very good. So I will tell you what they're about like in a little bit. But okay, and then I have Invitation. So this is that novella collection with the 4 authors and it's Harbingers Cycle 1. So I think it's a 4-book series and Invitation is this first book. It follows different characters and each novella follows a different character, but they all overlap, I think is what's going on. So I really hope that this doesn't feel like disjointed because I think that's what could happen. This one has to be read in this video because it's actually on my physical TBR. It was on my fall TBR and I just like really want to get this read because I've had it for so long and I'm curious about it. Like, sometimes I like books like this, like kind of spiritual warfare type of stuff, but it depends how it's written. If it's like a little too out there or like confusing, then I won't enjoy it, but you know. So these 3 books, I really hope I can read all 3, but I don't know, but I am starting with this one. So there you go. So let's get going. I'm going to read the first little bit of this. I do reserve the right to DNF if I need to, okay? So I might not actually read this whole thing. I might DNF it, but let's hope that I don't. It's already getting dark. Okay, so I need to update this book because I'm this far into it. So the good thing about this is I did get the audiobook from my library, so I'm basically listening to it and then like updating my spot in the book. So I like doing that. It's a good audiobook. I'm definitely able to follow when we switch timelines, but I'm also definitely getting them mixed up. So that's the problem. Like, both timelines are like the same setup kind of, and so I forget which one's which and like which one's the present, which one's the past, like who's who, and I don't even know. But I like the writing style of this one. Like the last full book that I read by Jaime Wright was Echoes Among the Stones, I think, and I was like basically confused for most of that book. Like I followed the present timeline fine, but then the past timeline, I really struggle switching perspectives every chapter. Like I don't like that. And that's basically what's happening, although sometimes it's not. Like I think we're in the present right now, and then I'm on chapter 16 and we're still in the present. So that's helpful. So I'm 155 pages in, I'm on chapter 16. And let me tell you what this is about. You follow this estate called Castle Moreau. It's kind of 3 perspectives you're following. So the first one that you start with is called The Girl, and it's this little girl who I think lives in the castle, and she is like seeing things, or like basically seeing this scary woman, and her dad is like, oh, you're just making it up, like don't be afraid, whatever. So there's that. And then in like the past timeline, you follow this girl named Daisy, and she is like the new housekeeper, I want to say, or like something like that, or she's like sorting through this person's stuff, which that's what the present is doing too. So I forget like which one's doing which, kind of, but she's like seeing and hearing things as well. And that's, the timeline is in 1870, and then present day is whatever present day is, I guess. And you follow this woman named Cleo, and she like has some secrets that she's running from. Oh, and Daisy too. Both the ladies are running from something. And so they're like finding refuge in this job of working at Castle Moreau. And both sons in the timelines are her love interest. See, dual timeline confuses me, okay? Yeah, I don't know, like, I actually don't know what the mystery is we're trying to solve. Like, I guess, why is everyone freaked out? And like, apparently women have disappeared from this place. Like, so in the present timeline, everyone's like afraid of the castle because women have disappeared from it, and so they're trying to scare Cleo and be like, you shouldn't stay there and whatever, but she's like, I don't know. But then like the son is like, don't listen to the rumors, whatever. I'm enjoying it enough to keep reading. Like I definitely don't want to DNF it, but I'm just like vaguely interested or mildly interested. I don't really like feel super invested. I'm like just slightly confused as well. So I don't really know, like it's hitting 3 stars right now, but things could change. Romance, basically there isn't any, even though like I'm assuming these guys are going to be love interests, but that's not really what this is. It's basically the mystery and like kind of discovering these women. Also, like, what is the point? So I don't know. But I'm going to keep going. And I do like the audiobook, and I am also currently reading A Seaside Wonder, but it's been busy, so having the audiobook for this book has been so great because that's all I have time to do because I've got like a lot of stuff going on, hence why I'm filming when it's already like getting dark out. So yikes. But yeah, loving this book. Why did I put it off so long? Like, come on. I'm 100 pages into this and love it. It already feels 5-star level, so very excited about that. But I'm kind of focusing on this book now, so I'm gonna just listen to the audiobook, do some work, and that's what's up. So I'm going to sit here and finish this book, and I wanted to give an update on my thoughts. So I like it. I do like the reveals that are coming out. I like what it seems to be turning out to be, but I still like kind of like the journey to get there. I'm not like invested. I'm not invested in these characters like and their relationships. One of the main things is I do not buy the romance, in particular in the past timeline, but then in the present as well. I'm like, I don't know, like I don't really see it. The writing style and the whole story progression, I see the skill and I see that it's good. I'm just like not invested in it, but I could see why a lot of people like this book just because of everything I just said. Like, but let's see for sure. I'm gonna finish this and then I will give you my final review. Okay. Nice. Page 355, there's a little bit of a reveal. Ooh. Whoa. I'm the secret of Castle Moreau. Good one. Okay, so she's really good at like spinning it all together, I must say. That's it. Okay. I'm impressed. I do have to say, I am definitely impressed, and I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars, even though I feel like a lot of my updates were like, I'm not enjoying it at a 4-star level, but it was just so impressive. It's more like a 3.5, but like, this is impressive. And I totally see like how it's so good. It's just not my kind of story. Like, don't enjoy dual timeline. I just don't. I see how it was trying to be creepy, and maybe people who are really easily creeped out would be creeped out by this, but it wasn't that creepy in my opinion. Like, the only creepy chapters were in the girl's perspective. So like, there's the girl perspective that you get every once in a while, and her chapters were definitely more spooky, because I feel like when kids are afraid, it just is scarier for some reason to me. Like, when adults are afraid, I'm like, okay, come on. I just don't think it was that spooky. But the atmosphere, for sure, like very atmospheric, very like gothic. It's set in this big castle, and it's like dark and whatever. You don't know who's who and what's real and all the things. But like, also, I don't think it was that bad. But okay, so they did paint it to be a really like bad reveal, but it was a really good one. So I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid to read this if you're like reading the back and you're like, where is she taking this? It goes in a really good direction. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. This is a solid Christian fiction. Was there any faith in it? There wasn't like a ton of faith in this, I would say. And what was there didn't feel that deep, but like, I didn't really care. I wasn't reading it for that. So yeah, I'm glad I tried this. I actually did like it. I am going to give it 4 stars because I want people to check this out. I think it's a solid recommendation, but it's like a 3.5 enjoyment level for me. I am very excited to start The Silent Woods because I have the audiobook for it. And oh, I will say, I was listening to the audiobook for this book as well, and it was really well done. I just wanted to read the last little bit myself, but I enjoyed the audiobook a lot, and I have the audiobook for this book, so I'm gonna see if I like it, and I might read along with it in that case. So yeah, this is definitely a shorter book, and I am just so intrigued in what this story is gonna be, because it follows this dad and daughter who are just living in the woods by themselves. They're living off the grid. There's no like service where they are. And it says, so the guy's name is Cooper. It says Cooper is forced to decide whether to keep hiding or finally face the sins of his past. So he is hiding away with his daughter, and he did something that the authorities would want to arrest him for, I think. So yeah, I don't know, but I just have seen a lot of positive reviews for this book from people that I trust in my book community. And then the Bible verses are very curious to me. So we'll see. I'm going to dive in. You guys, hello. So this is a quick read, and I've been listening to the audiobook, and I actually quite like the audiobook, so that's good. And yeah, I'm like this far through it. I'm on chapter 19. This book, like, it's a good thing it's short and fast paced because I'm not super into the writing style. It's hard to explain too, but just like the way it's written, this main guy's voice, like it's in the perspective of the dad, and you do like get chapters of him interacting with his daughter. His daughter's name is Finch, which is really cute, and then his name is Cooper, and you get flashbacks to his life of before whatever happened, and I'm entertained. I like it, but I also like don't really like it. So it's like weird. But yeah, I really like the atmosphere. Once again, it's like very like snowy and cold and like whatever, but it's not spooky. Like I was expecting, I don't know, some kind of like animal to be attacking them or something, but like I wouldn't say it's spooky. There are a couple other characters that do come into play that might make things a certain way, and it gave me some kind of funny feeling with the daughter. I don't know, I was just like, oh, where is this going? But so far nothing icky has happened, and I'm actually like invested for sure. And something just happened on chapter 19 where I'm like, ooh, I wonder where this is gonna go. So yeah, there might be a little sprinkling of romance in here, so thank you. The audiobook is really fast. The chapters are super short, so that's nice. There's been no language so far, and it's clean. And there are Bible verses quoted, and one of the characters in this book quotes the Bible in kind of an odd context. Like, I don't really get, like, I don't know what the purpose of it is, but like maybe we'll find out by the end. And I'm just intrigued, but I don't know if I like it yet. So yeah, but so far, like, I mean, yeah, if that sounds good to you, maybe give it a shot. It's definitely a quick read, so if you just want something like to binge, then this is that. I finished it. So yeah, I went on my walk and I finished this book on audiobook. I really would recommend the audiobook. I liked it a lot. It was definitely like well told. It was in a guy's voice, and I just liked the way that he used his voice with all the voices, you know how audiobooks go. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna rate this though. The ending is not what I expected, and it's kind of like a weird book that I don't know how I feel about it. Like, nothing bad, but just like, did I enjoy that or not? But like, it was such a quick read, and it was almost just like a slice of life, but also like redemption and grace. And I do see why the Bible verses were, I don't know, I guess they like foreshadowed, I guess, this one character and like things that he does, to be vague. But yeah, and then I did like the ending with the romance part, you know. Love it. Okay, that part I liked a lot. And I really liked the daughter, Finch. She was just so sweet. I liked Cooper too, but like, he definitely was like misguided. But again, no language, totally clean. There is one kiss, but it didn't go anywhere. And then yeah, I liked it. Maybe it's a little bit gory, I could say. Like, there's a bit of like animal, you know, hunting and stuff, and like eating animals. And then what else? I guess like a little bit of like some body horror too. Not like super intense though, and it kind of like went by fast enough, and the way that it was described, it wasn't meant to be gory, I don't think, but just to like paint a mild picture. So yeah, but otherwise, I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I think it's 4 stars. I'm definitely curious about this author, like what? Because I read the acknowledgements, and she did say, this book was a spiritual endeavor for me. I spent countless hours praying, walking in the woods, and sorting out the stories that these characters were meant to live. So I just find that fascinating, and I really like it when authors make their acknowledgements personal and, you know, explain themselves a little bit. So yeah, I think I would recommend this if like everything I said sounds interesting to you. But yeah, woo! Okay, that's exciting. So now the last book is Invitation, and I hope I like this book. We'll see. Finally, the one that I own that I need to get off of my TBR. Here we go. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to start it today. I feel like I've been reading a lot and I'm a little bit like loopy. So I need to like edit some videos and do some chores and things like that. But I will check in when I've started this and we'll see. I really hope that I like it. Okay. Okay, my hair is real fluffy. So guess what? I'm in America. I'm in America. So for work, I had to like last minute sub in for one of my team members. Yeah, so I had to come to Friday Harbor, Washington. Do you guys even know where that is? If you're from Washington, you know where it is. It's pretty cool, actually. It's really close to Canada. It's really close to Vancouver Island, super west coast. Like, it's raining right now and it is gorgeous here, I have to say. Like, if you want to do some kind of like west coast vacation, highly recommend this place. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I had to come here for work. That's kind of the cool thing about this job is I get to go to places I never would go to in my life otherwise. So it is a pretty cool opportunity. I am just waiting for the ferry, actually. And I did bring invitation with me and I am going to read some of it. I would have like vlogged a little bit, but it's raining. So like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay warm out here. But when I'm on the ferry, I'll try to get some nice shots of like the water and the trees and stuff. But anyways, I am going to start invitation and see if I can get into it. I did technically bring my tablet and I was trying to read an arc on it. It's not really an arc anymore because it's released. This is like so awkward, this angle. I tried reading The Color of Home by Kit Tasello and I gotta say, I DNF'd it. I gave it a good chance. I think I got like 40% in. On this, I don't know what page that was, but like 40%. And I just was like, no, I'm done. I can't push through this. Like, I was reading it on the ferry ride over here and I was falling asleep. Okay, so not great. I just like the writing style was boring to me. I'd be curious what you guys think of it, but like I just wouldn't recommend it. So whoa, that could have been bad. That like was really close to my eye. Okay. Oh, friend. So I could download another review book because I have like 3 left on NetGalley, but I want to read this book so I can finish this video. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot and I'll let you guys know. So I'm on the ferry and I just finished the first short story. So I've read this much. So I'm on Frank Peretti's story now. That's really hard. So the first story was by Bill Myers and I liked it a lot. I'm like really into this. This is cool. So that's really promising. So I'm definitely going to keep reading this. I don't know how much longer we have here. I'll tell you more about what it's about when I get home. But yeah, for now, I just want you guys to know that strong start. I'm really interested. Definitely creepy and like weird stuff, but my kind of vibe. So I like it. Ooh. Is it spooky now? Hello. I'm gonna just do this really quick. Hi everyone. Welcome back. So I want to update this video and this book because I'm almost done this book and I'm here with my parents for Thanksgiving. So this is going up on Tuesday. So yesterday was Thanksgiving Monday. It is Saturday today. Last I updated, I had read the first short story, or maybe I hadn't even finished it yet, but I really liked the first short story. It was by Bill Myers, the top guy. Yeah, it was called The Call. Bill Myers. Really liked it. Great setup. I was really into the characters. And then we go into Frank Peretti's called The Haunted. And to be honest, like, it was a little confusing, a little weird, a little like not that into it. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Continuing. So then I did finish Angela Hunt's, which is The Sentinels. This one was weird. I didn't really like this one, to be honest, because it was about like animal death and like weird stuff happening with animals, and like I was like, So like if you want a book that is like weird and a little creepy and just odd for this season, that's what this is, because I kind of I'm losing interest. So yeah, like I just started, I haven't actually started. I'm on The Girl with Alton Gansky now, so we'll see how this writing style is. I didn't like the middle two stories. Really liked the first story. Like, it was a 4-star level, but the middle two were definitely like 2.5-star level. So this might end up being a 3-star. I don't know, but I'm gonna finish reading this last novella and then I'll give you my final review. But yeah, I'm just like, it was like started so strong and I was really excited, but then I don't know, it just didn't go in a direction that I was hoping that it would. So I think that this might be just not for me, and that's okay, even though I really liked the first story. When I posted on Goodreads, someone said that they loved it and they liked the audiobook, so maybe try the audiobook, I don't know. But it is cool, like each short story follows a different perspective of the characters. So there's 4 like main characters plus like a 5th that gets introduced, and each one is interesting, but I just find like the storyline and like the plot is getting boring, and it just kind of feels like it's going on and like nothing is making sense. I want to like get to know the characters better, and I feel like I'm not. So there's my update. So I will probably finish this today, and then if I can, I'll try to update today or whenever I can, because this is going up on Tuesday. But Cassandra, got them. Okay guys, while I have the time, this is honestly the best place for me to do this, so thank you for being here with me. So I did finish Invitation, and I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I didn't enjoy any of the stories except the first one, and so that was really too bad. It just turned very odd and like speculative, I guess, and like magical realism, which it was all supposed to be real because it's like about spiritual stuff. It was more so confusing and just not that entertaining. Like, I just wanted more from the characters themselves. It was mostly plot, but a plot that didn't quite make sense to me. So I was definitely out of the story, and I really only enjoyed the first one. So that's too bad. I don't feel like continuing the series. I kind of feel like it left me on a cliffhanger from the first one, and then it just stopped. Like, I don't like the way that the story continued because it didn't feel like it did. Each character was kind of learning more about themselves in their own short story, but I just didn't like that there wasn't enough growth in terms of their relationships, and then learning about themselves, more so about like the spiritual aspect and like how are they like discovering God in this whole process, and not just like, oh, they have cool like abilities. I don't know, it just was oddly executed to me. 3 stars. And there's the end of the video. So I appreciate you guys watching. I tried to get as many fun shots of like the scenery and stuff. We went on a lot of beautiful walks, and I am here for the Thanksgiving weekend, so that's why my setting is different. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll write all of the books down below. No 5 stars from this video, which is too bad, but have a great rest of your week, you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.